Most people work for monetary rewards. Whether they receive base pay or variable pay, the extent to which employees perceive their compensation to be fair often affects their performance and how they view their jobs and their employers. These perceptions can, in turn, affect other important work outcomes, such as job satisfaction, organizational commitment, absenteeism, turnover, and retention. This is why HR professionals and other business leaders need to be particularly aware of both external and internal equity concerns if they want to effectively manage these outcomes. If an employer's rewards are not viewed as equitable compared to other organizations, the employer is likely to experience high turnover. This also creates difficulty in recruiting qualified individuals. Depending on external labor markets, a lack of pay competitiveness from an external perspective can result in the employment of individuals who lack some of the knowledge, skills, and abilities necessary for them to do the work. It can also result in employment of individuals who are less motivated to make valuable contributions to the organization, which can hurt organizational performance. Organizations can track external equity by using pay surveys and looking at compensation policies of competing employers. Internal equity means that employees are compensated fairly within the organization with regard to KSAs they use on their jobs, as well as their responsibilities, accomplishments, and job performance. Given how fairness is emphasized, employees evaluate their ratio of effort to reward in comparison to coworkers on an ongoing basis. These evaluations can affect how willing employees are to make valuable contributions to the organization. This is why the different pay levels of employees should be compared internally to make sure the comparison is fair, particularly when individuals ask for pay increases. Internal equity can also relate to the differences between pay levels of managers and employees. Perceptions of justice are also important managerial considerations because they indicate whether employees believe that workplace fairness is valued in an organization. Procedural and distributive justice are particularly important issues that are related to internal equity. These are the two types of justice most applicable to compensation decisions. Procedural justice is the perceived fairness of the process and procedures used to make decisions about employees, including their pay. It applies to compensation, the entire process of determining base pay for jobs, measuring performance, allocating pay increases, and determining incentives that must be perceived as fair. If the processes used to allocate pay are considered to be fair, then employees should be more satisfied with the compensation that they receive. A related issue is distributive justice, which is the perceived fairness of how rewards and other outcomes are distributed. Another equity issue concerns the degree of secrecy organizations have regarding their pay systems. Pay information that may be kept in secret or in closed systems relates to information about individual pay amounts, pay raises, and incentive payouts. Some organizations have policies that prohibit employees from discussing their pay with other employees, and violations of these policies can lead to disciplinary action. However, such policies may violate the National Labor Relations Act. Beyond the legal issues, however, organizations should examine the ethics of severely restricting employee discussion about pay. If an organization has implemented competitive pay practices and has a fair and reasonable pay structure, employee concerns about inequity can be reduced by sharing this information. Explaining pay grades and pay decision rules can enhance employee perceptions of fair and ethical treatment, as well as help them understand why different jobs are paid at different rates. Maintaining a cloak of secrecy invites curiosity and suspicion from employees, which may result in less trust about how they're being paid.